I'm Emmanuel and welcome to my workbench. Today, back by popular demand, I will be doing a mixed coin hunt. So let me get set up and I'll bring you in with the toonies. Roll 2. 3 commemoratives to show you. The first one is the 100th anniversary of John A. Macdonald, our first Prime Minister, 2015. Not in good enough shape for me to keep it, so I'll set that one aside. Second one here is the Knowledge Year 2000 commemorative. That one has the polar bear mom with their 2 cubs. A couple of varieties to look for here. There's some die chips on the 0 on this side, or on this side on the letter D or the letter S. This one doesn't have any of those. The third one is a 2017 Canada 150 commemorative, showing the Northern Lights, people on a canoe on a lake with the Northern Lights. And unfortunately, my first counterfeit, 1996. 1996 and a few other years are known to have counterfeits. This is the real one. So if you look over here, that's what it looks like in the front, and the authentic one in the back. The authentic one, if I weigh it, it weighs 7.3 grams. The counterfeit, 7.8 here. So obviously it's underweight. And it looks shiny, which is odd because the toonies in 1996, as you can see that with age they dull down. One indicator that you can look at is the font is usually not perfect. If you look at the 1996 there and the 19 on the left and the 1996 on the right, it's slightly different. Another one is that you can look for here is the details in the crown. You can see that the crown is slightly different. And the maple leaf, they had a hard time making a realistic looking maple leaf. If I can get it to focus, you can see that the one on the right and the one on the left are slightly different. There you go. That's a good catch there. The authentic one really looks like a maple leaf. But the telltale sign is if you look at the front right paw of the polar bear, this one right there, you will see that the counterfeit has a cleft in his toes, or has split toes. And that is the telltale sign for the counterfeit. So this one will not go into circulation. I can't, now that I have a counterfeit, I can't put it back in circulation. That would just be illegal, passing a counterfeit. So this one I will probably keep as my first example to show people what it is, but oh well, I'm $2 down on this hunt. Before continuing, another distinguishing mark of the counterfeit is, you see right here, there's almost like a Z shape in the ice. That's another telltale. And I've brought up the web page that talks about it, that tracks them. And the years, they're all with the normal toonie variety. None of the commemoratives have been counterfeited. The year where the counterfeits are known include 1996, 2002, 2004, 2005, 2006, 2007, and 2010, and all have these telltale signs, so keep an eye out for those. Roll 3, another commemorative. This one is the 1999 Nunavut toonie. There is a variety where there's no inner ring around here, where it's fused. You can see that there's a clear distinction. This lip over here you can see on the bottom, especially on this side. That's an error to look for. Celebrating the creation of a new territory when the Northwest Territories was split into 2 territories. And a find. This is a 16 serration 2019. And by the edge lettering, Canada is facing the obverse, so this makes it a type A. Awesome. Roll 4, 3 more commemoratives. We've seen the Wait For Me Daddy. This one is a better example of the other one. The other one was pretty grungy. This one is actually in good condition, and it is a semi-key, so I might keep this. There's some damage on the rim. I'm probably not going to keep this one, but this one I'm going to keep. This one's very nice. This one is the 2017 Vimy Ridge. And then I have a second Vimy Ridge here, but this one's not in as good condition. I won't be keeping this one here. Roll 5, double bonus. First of all, a really nice 2004. That will be an upgrader in my book. Very nice. And there were 26 loonies in this one, so I'm up 1. So that'll make up for the counterfeit that I found. So I'm back even now. Awesome. Roll 8. 2 very nice commemoratives. Both might even be upgraders. This one is 2011. And it says Boreal Forest. This one's in really good shape. This one might upgrade in my book. And the second is the War of 1812 from 2012. Again, in very good shape. And this is the HMS Shannon. There is a variety where if you look over here at the top, there's these 2 ropes where it's filled in between. As opposed to being just 2 straight lines. It's called the extra sail version. This one is not the error, but I will check it against my book. It's in good condition. So in summary for the toonies, this one does not upgrade. Unfortunately, the one in my book is better, but these 3 do upgrade, so that's awesome. And I did find a variety, a 16 serration 2019 and a 1996 counterfeit. So this one I'll keep in my collection and mark it. I will mark it very clearly. And let's go on to the loonies. Roll 3. Bad news, we're 1 coin short, so that's a $1 loss. But the first find is this 2020, which I did not have. I have one of the commemoratives, but I don't have the regular toonie, so this is going to be an addition to my book, so that is awesome. And 2 other commemoratives that I found, which are not good enough condition to keep, but this is the 2017 Canada 150. And the 2000 and, which one a year? This is the 1992. The 1992 125th anniversary of Canada. Roll 5. 3 more commemoratives to show you. None of them I will keep. This is the Canadian Peacekeepers dollar from 1995. This is the centenary of the Canadian Navy from 2010. And this is the Lucky Luni for the Olympics 2016. And just so that you know, we don't call them Lucky Loonies unofficially. If you look right here at the bottom, it officially is called the Lucky Luni. Roll 6. Karma comes around. 1 extra Loony in this roll, so I break even again. So 2 more commemoratives to show you. The first one here is the 2012 Lucky Luni. Again, Lucky Loonies are minted whenever we're celebrating an upcoming Olympics. And another filler for my book. This is the 2020 UN Charter commemorative Loony. This is the uncolorized version. I have the colorized. I don't have the uncolorized, so this is also a book filler. And if I recall correctly, this is the rarer version. There is only 1 million of these minted, whereas the colorized have 2 million minted. So that's an awesome find. Roll 7. Another lucky roll. This one, again, has 1 extra Loony, so I am now $1 over. And another commemorative that we haven't seen yet. This is to honor the Canadian War Memorial. And this is dated 1994. Roll 8. 3 more commemoratives to look at. This is the 2004 commemorative Lucky Luni. You can just see the date underneath the loon. This is Parks Canada from 2011, 100 years for the organization. And this one is a 2009 100th anniversary of the Montreal Canadiens. Roll 9, the commemorative Equality Loony. Roll 10, final roll, a really nice 1989. That may upgrade the one in my book, and I will come back after this and let you know. So the 1989 did upgrade the one in my book, so this is the one that I took out, and 2 book editions. That is awesome. Let me put these up here with the other finds, because I have to log these before I add them to my book. And let's move on to nickels. I'll bring you in on my first find. Roll 1, starting off with a 2005 commemorative. Roll 2, 3 more commemoratives. The first one here doesn't have a date in the front because this is the Jubilee 2002. The date is on the back. And this one, I don't find that often. This is a 1992 double date commemorative. Not bad shape. And finally, the third one here is a 2017 150th anniversary commemorative. Roll 6, our first American. This is a 1968 San Francisco. Awesome. I don't often get San Franciscos. Roll 7. I found a 1977. There's 2 varieties to look for. Both of them are common, but for the variety of collectors, you're looking at the rightmost 7. There's the low 7 and the high 7 variety. And if you can, as you can see here, both of the 7s are pretty much even. This is the low 7 variety. The high 7 variety, the rightmost 7 is noticeably above the other 7. This one is all scratched up, not in good condition, so I'm not going to keep it, but thought I would share. Roll 9, 2 more Americans. This first one is a 2012 P. Cool. And the second is a 2004 Philadelphia. This one is the Louisiana Purchase. All right. That's it for the nickels. I checked the Americans for varieties and upgraders, but none of these will upgrade in my book. So these will be spent on my next trip to the United States. The next hunt will be the dimes. Roll 1. An auspicious sign, maybe. There was an extra dime in this roll. But let me show you 3 commemoratives that you can look for in Canadian circulation. The first is the Jubilee dime that has a double date on the backside. I'm not keeping any of these because they're not in particularly excellent shape. But anyways, this is the 2001 Year of the Volunteer. Again, with the date this time on the obverse. And finally, the 2017 Canada 150 with the Peace Dove. So this is a dove with wings in the shape of a maple leaf. Roll 3. Some other finds to show you. The first one is an American dime. This one is a 1996 Philadelphia. The second one is another commemorative that you might come across. And this is the 1992 double date. Very nice. I'm not going to keep this one. It's not in good enough condition and there's some scratches. So that's an awesome find. And of course we have a 1968. This was the transition year where dimes were, some of the dimes are silver and some of the dimes are nickel. So I have my basketball magnet and let's see here. And it is magnetic, so this is the nickel one, which goes back into circulation. And finally, both of these are 1980s. There's 2 varieties to look for on a 1980. Let me see if I can get this close here. And what to look for is whether it's the narrow 0 or the wide 0. And the way to tell is to look at that 9. And if the tail of that 9 is pointing up and is a slim tail, then it is the common it's the common variety, which if I look at my website here makes it the wide 0, which is the common variety. But if the tail on that 9 has a knob on the end of it and it points horizontally towards the 1, then this is the narrow 0 variety. And both of these are the common wide 0 variety. Oh well, no more gains. Roll 8, 3 dimes short. And when you find an oddly toned dime or coin, check it with your magnet. Remember the last one that I found that was oddly toned turned out to be a silver proof, so always check your oddly toned coins. Well, that's it for the dimes. The only significant finds were these two American dimes, a 1996p and a 2007p. Neither of them are varieties and neither of them are book fillers or upgraders, so these will get spent in circulation. Let's get on with the quarters. Roll 4. So far, two 2017 poppies, as well as a nice Olympics, and 2 Americans, including one 1976, I think that's a Denver, Commemorative Centennial or Bicentennial. Awesome. Awesome. And 2 colorized. A 2004 in fairly good condition. The coloring is all there. That's good. A good find. And not so good is this colorized 2011 Orca. It's pretty beat up. I don't think I'm going to keep this one. Roll 5, another colorized, this time a Laura Secord from 2013. Roll 7, we have a 2015 Canadian flag. Awesome. Roll 8, we have a 2011 colorized bison. Awesome. This one is in really good shape. I'll have to compare against my book to see if it upgrades. Awesome. Well, that's it with the hunt. I did find 3 Americans. None of these are book fillers or upgraders or have varieties or errors on them. And 4 colorized worth keeping, which is not bad. Especially I like getting the Canadian flag as a find. But my best finds, in my opinion, are the 2 book fillers that I have for the loonies here. These will both fill a spot, so I'm very happy for that. For this week's giveaway, I will be giving away a 2008 colorized poppy. There you go. As well as this 2017 Commemorative Canada 150 colorized quarter. All you have to do to be eligible for the giveaway is to leave a comment down below. And sometime in the first weekend of May or second weekend of May, depending on my availability, I will be doing the draw. Stay tuned for next weekend where I will be doing the draw for my March giveaway. So stay tuned for that. I always appreciate thumbs up. And if you haven't already, click that thumbs up. And if you want to be aware of when my videos drop, well, it helps if you click that subscribe button down there and click that notification bell. In the meantime, I have a couple of videos and a playlist here for you to have a quick look at. And until next time, thanks for watching.